came through before this weekend's game. It's a 5-sub rule. Now, this is a big rule. This is a very big rule because it's going to benefit the bigger sides in the league, such as Norwich, such as Watford, Bournemouth, Swansea, Stoke, teams like that. It's really
the teams that have got the kind of not only the talent.
The squad depth.
Not only the talent in the starting 11, you're looking at who they've got on the bench and you're looking at how much disposable money they've got. Because realistically, we are about 5 weeks away from the January transfer window. Now, if this rule is here to stay, teams are going to have that in the back of their head for the kind of foreseeable future. They're going to go into the transfer window and go, right, we've got this. We're happy with how we've got our starting 11. They might have been happy when they've got 3 subs.
Yeah.
And they've got a bit of rotational depth on the bench. 5 subs is a whole new dynamic.
Yeah.
Because not only are you now considering what you've got on the pitch, 5 is like 5 people to change is practically half the starting team. If you take the keeper out, it's half of the outfield you can change at different points throughout the game.
You look at Norwich against Middlesbrough the other day. You look who they had on their bench: Timu Puki, Mario Vrancic, who
players who last season actually did in games, not obviously for the whole season. If they performed for the whole season, you'd have still win in the Premier League.
Yeah.
But players who, on their day, can put out a performance. Players that realistically, you're looking at having a decent market value as well if you were to have sold them when you came down. I think just to kind of come away from that, and I'll put this in just kind of a bit of a perspective. Teams like Watford, who have managed to hold on to the likes of Etienne Capoue and Ismail Assar, and they've obviously still got Troy Deeney. A lot of the debate being, is he past it? He's obviously very happy where he is. Even Bournemouth, they've got some brilliant players that they can bring.
Exactly, that's the thing.
Swansea as well.
Stoke have a very, very decent squad depth, and those sort of teams will definitely benefit from this.
I think they're going to really benefit from it. I mean, even
who will it hinder?
Reading, for one.
Wickham,
I'll come on to
Coventry, Rotherham.
It's got to be Luton.
Luton, yeah.
It's basically the smaller teams with smaller budgets, less squad depth.
They're going to really struggle.
Are going to struggle as a result of this. It's a really tough one. I mean, I don't know what was your view before they brought it in? Because I had a very, very strong view on this.
I can remember in the Premier League when it was brought in last season with Norwich, and it ruined us because I can remember playing Chelsea, and they could bring on, the likes of Olivier Giroud or Tammy Abraham, and we'd bring on the likes of Adam Eder, who's a good striker, but he's not Premier League quality.
Not at 19 years old.
No, and we don't have the squad depth last season. This season in a championship, we do.
Completely.
But then you look at all the Wickhams and Lutons who would have been in our position, what we were in the Premier League last season. They're not going to have that squad depth. They're not going to have that quality of players within their squad to bring on and actually change the game. Like you say, it's half the squad being changed. Like Norwich can bring on, Timu Puki, Josh Martin, Onel Hernandez when he's back, Todd Cantwell.
A lot of kind of decent level championship, if not low level Premier League players. And this is obviously we're not just highlighting kind of the teams that we've mentioned. I would even go as far as to say a team like Huddersfield, who have recently come down, if they get it right, will be able to benefit from this. It's a very fine line, and I mean, for me, I was very much against it coming in, knowing how, again on a personal level, knowing how we're set up. But I'm not here to sit here and drone on about my personal views. At the end of the day, the 5-sub rule has now come in, and it's going to be really, really interesting going forward now to see how teams will go from where they were before the rule came in to where they're going to end up.